Hey everybody, Tyler here, Boulevard Home. We have come to you today with a Boulevard Home quick tip, which is all about Traeger grills. When you own an amazing Traeger grill, there's always a few things that you need to take into consideration. There is cleaning, there's maintenance. A lot of customers are asking, how do you clean a Traeger grill? What do you do when you own one? Many people don't realize there are some steps you need to take as you go into the process of being a Traeger owner. So I've got a Traeger grill right behind me. It's been heavily used. We're going to go through the process of showing you how to go about cleaning it so it stays in great condition and you can use it for many years into the future. A few of the key items that you're going to need as you clean your Traeger grill is, one, we have these amazing drip buckets that fit right inside your bucket. Helps you capture all that grease, all the residue as your meat or food are cooking. One thing I love to do as you're cooking with the Traeger grills and the drip buckets is we have these amazing, Traeger makes these amazing drip buckets that are made to fit right in there. A tip is buy a handful of them and put them right inside. What that allows you to do is as they fill up, you can just remove one at a time and then you won't have to worry about the rest of the buckets and it's ready to go. With each new grill, there's a couple important things you want to be aware of. You have to use either a Traeger foil here or tin foil to keep the smoke flavor pure, because Traeger grills use wood pellets that have a distinct flavor, and each time you change those out, it keeps that flavor exactly how you want it. My very favorite thing to use as we clean a Traeger grill is this all-purpose cleaner. It is Traeger branded, but it can work on any grill. What it allows you to do is you spray either the outside or the inside of the grill, and it works wonders on all types of grease and residue, and we'll show you how this is used in just a second. One more critical item as you clean your grill is you need some type of scraper. Traeger makes this amazing wood scraper, but it's not necessary. You don't necessarily have to have that. You can also have something as simple as a household tool that can scrape and do exactly what you need it to do. And you want to make sure as you're using one of these tools that it's non-metallic, because it can scrape the grates, which are a porcelain covered grate, and you don't want to use metal because it can scrape it up and cause it not to function as it should. So with your Traeger grill, there's a lot of feedback out there of how often I should clean it. It's recommended by Traeger that you should clean it once every about 5 different grills, depending on how you use it. If you're doing an overnight grill, you probably should clean it just before that overnight grill happens as well, so you get the best production out of the grill and you get the best flavoring. So inside a Traeger grill, as you see here, this one's been heavily used. It hasn't been cleaned for a while. We found a grill that needed some loving care, so we're going to go through the process. As you can see how dirty it is, how there's buildup all over the inside of the grill. Well, there's really 3 areas you want to make sure you clean, and you always want to start top to bottom. There's the smokestack, there's inside the grill, and then there's the hopper over here on the other side. So these 3 things, as you go into those, starting from top to bottom, you can open the grill, you can wipe down inside the doors, get it. You can see the residue here. There's no need to scrub it a lot, because some of this does keep certain flavors inside the grill and you want to keep the grill seasoned. So inside the smokestack, the way to remove that is you just unscrew it. It's just held on by a screw. And as you unscrew it, you can look inside and there is residue that's built up in here as well. So this amazing cleaner, what you do is you can spray, you don't have to spray a lot on the inside, but you want to spray a little bit here, and you're gonna notice that it starts to break down some of those oils that are left in there. So regarding the hopper, as you know, you put wood pellets inside, and it's always recommended to use with Traeger grills the Traeger wood pellets. This, we've already emptied the wood pellets. There's a door on the back side here that you just need to unscrew and empty out the pellets. So this one, it's been cleaned out already. There's a little bit of sawdust residue in here, but for the most part, this has been cleaned out. How often do you need to clean out your pellets? Many people ask. It's up to you. If you want to use the same pellets over and over, you don't need to clean them that often, but many times people want to change the flavors of the pellets, as there's many different types of flavors depending on what you're cooking inside the grill. When you do that, you don't want to mix pellets, so you want to clean it out good, vacuum it out, and then after that's done, you can put in the new flavor of pellets. So inside the grill, you need to take out the grates in order to clean them. They're very simple to take out. You just got to lift them out, but you want to make sure you're paying attention to the temperature probe here. Temperature probe is in many different spots depending on the model of Traeger that you have. This one is located right here, so you don't want to bend it, hit it, and take it out. So let's remove the grates here and we'll go from there. Underneath the grates, there is a drip pan. In this case, this grill has been used without, as we talked about earlier, the tin foil wrapped around it. We'll show you a better way to protect your drip pan as we clean it and then put it back together. It's very simple to remove. It's not attached to anything. It's just sitting on top of other aspects of the grill. So you pull it out, and then we'll need to clean this as well because this one's really dirty. Most of the time with this, as you've put your tin foil wrapped around this, all you need to do is take the tin foil off or the Traeger foil, take it off, and it's ready to go to put a new one on. In this case, it's very dirty, so I highly recommend using the tin foil to keep this clean so you don't have to worry about this mess. Underneath the drip pan, there's a heat baffle which just covers your fire pot here. That just needs to be taken out. You just need to wipe it off, shake it off, and make sure it's clean. Very simple, and it gets down to the fire baffle here. Once you get everything taken out, it's now time to wipe down the inside, scrape off any residue that's on the sides starting from top to bottom, and then grab a vacuum and vacuum out all the old ashes from the previous cooks. So many people come to the question, why does the Traeger need to be cleaned so often? One of the things, as you look down here inside the Traeger, there's a heating rod down here that starts the wood chips on fire. If this never gets cleaned out, that heat rod can burn out and it will not function as well, and you'll have issues with heating up your grill, getting to the temperature you need. So that's one tip of why it's important to make sure you're cleaning your Traeger on a consistent basis. As we've cleaned out this grill now, we've vacuumed out all the ashes. It's time to put the grill back together. We're going to cover it with the heat baffle here. You just place it in. It doesn't secure to anything, it just sits right on top. So after you have the heat baffle in here, you grab the drip pan. The drip pan just goes on and sets in right above that. Make sure it latches on top of that. And then what we're going to do with this one this time is, last time it was left really dirty. We're going to grab the Traeger foil, and what's really nice is as you place it in here, you just sit it right on top and you fold the edges down, and now there's not going to be any issues with keeping it clean in the future. As we finish cleaning off the grates, I'm just putting them back into the grill. Very simple. As you pull them out, put them right back in. I just placed this bottom grate in here. It looks 100 times better. And then I'm going to place this upper tray in there as well. Again, watch out for that temperature probe inside. You don't want to damage that. And it just slides right into the holes. You want to make sure it matches up so your grill's ready to go. Okay, it's always nice to wipe down and clean the outside of your grill. It gets dirty, especially if you keep it outside. With Traeger grills, because it's a wood pellet grill, you want to make sure you're keeping it nice and clean. It's not in the rain, it doesn't get wet, because wood pellets do not work. So you always want to protect the wood pellets from getting damp. If you are storing your grill outside, it's always good to go and purchase a Traeger cover. You can get Traeger covers that fit any size of the Traeger grills, and they protect the grill from the heat, direct sunlight, or the weather, the rain, or the snow. Thanks for watching today. Stay tuned for great tips in the future. Subscribe to our channel. And I'm out of here because I want to go grill some food.